such a factory. The exit strategy for the cadets in farming is a collaboration between the OES, or Rural Enterprise and Agriculture Program, or REAP, and the Ministry of Commerce and Cooperatives. Some of the cadets are engaged in poultry or chicken, fish farming or fish, and fattening of cattle or beef, which was recently launched at Oloba village in Iwo.
The potential of the beef market in the southwest is very huge. In Lagos alone, about 6,000 cattle are slaughtered daily in the abattoirs. The remaining 5 states together can comfortably account for another 6,000, judging by their combined population. And let me pause here to tell you the meaning of this. With democracy and the improvement in the living condition of our people, this figure will double in another decade. So we are talking of a huge potential for meat production. The 4.4 billion per annum market for beef has the potential to empower the southwest people economically.
The coordinator of OREAP, Dr. Charles Akinola, says the vision of the program is to ensure massive food production in the southwest region, starting from Osun, and targeting Lagos markets, empower farmers, open up rural farming communities through the creation of access roads, and provide other infrastructure to encourage and expose the youth to modern farming practices.
So there's no surprise that in the first year of this intervention of OREAP, we have been able to get 4 of the 9 farm settlements under which really we inherited. There were 9 farm settlements. 5 were in at the time of Chief Obafemi Awolowo. Baba Konde introduced another 4. But what we've been able to do is to get into the first 4 of them in year 1, open up roads into these farm settlements, started working on dams that have been silted up to desilt them, started reparceling land. Some of these land areas have been vacated. We had absentee farmers. We set up a land validation team that went into these farm settlements to find out what's happening. We asked settlers to come in and be sited there, and from siting them, we knew who the real farmers, who the absentee farmers are. Farm allocations are now being redone. We're reallocating farmland that's not used, that's not productive use, to exit the program, but to exit into a business that can sustain them for life. I had spoken about a specific project on beef. Importantly, the OREAP Youth Academy was inaugurated about 3 months ago, and with over 600 farmers, youth farmers, and the mandate is to expand that to well over 1,000 now. So we are looking at a program of supporting food extension through focused training in livestock, in poultry, in crop production, in mechanization, ability to drive tractors and plow. So these are the skills we're trying to get into the young farmers coming under the ages of OES into our OREAP academy.
In order to sustain the interest of farmers to continue to produce, the government has decided to be the buyer of last resort to avoid gluts.
The state of Osun has also, as an incentive, at the end of the value chain, that is, at the farm gate, said that it will offer services as the buyer of last resort.
This is to prevent what happened when the federal government under General Olusegun Obasanjo pushed farmers to plant during cassava transformation plant, and there are no buyers after harvest. The Agriculture Transformation Program of Ogbeni Aregbesola is not just to encourage the people, especially the youth, to go into farming. It also has its gender component targeting less privileged women, especially housewives and women in Proda. These women have been trained to process cassava to gari and odorless fufu at Ifa, noted for gari processing in Orolu local government. This training also took place at Ife-Odon and Ere-Ijisha. Another set of women were trained on how to process melon into a melon ball, locally called robo, at Ilesha, Ikirun, and Iwo.
That's some women that do make gari as good in quality as the 160 premium gari, charge 60 naira per Congo. And when we asked them if they were making profit, they said yes, they were making profit. And that was disturbing to us.
One outstanding feature of OREAP is the opening up of rural communities through access roads. Under this project, about 64 kilometers of rural roads have been constructed, and the World Bank has designated Osun as a model for rural roads. The opening of rural access roads has created multiplier effects for other economic activities.
Let's start with when we open up roads towards Bokore, and then all of a sudden you see all the people, the Okada drivers have started coming up on the road. You start seeing vehicles plying the road. I look at the more recent example is the Oloba project, the cattle hall. The Oloba village itself had not had electricity for a while, for a long time from history. Now, because this electricity on the hall, Mr. Governor has mandated that electricity be extended to the community. Now, the cabinet of the community is always on the farm. We have, the farm hands are coming from the village. People are coming to sell food from Oloba village.
The empowerment of the exit strategy for OS cadets and that of farmers is through the formation of cooperatives, and this is being handled